feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range, cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go.
Thank y'all for tuning back in to your favorite channel. Pelican Bay K9's giving it to you the way I always do. Fair and unbiased. Some gonna like it, man. Some ain't. Like I always tell my brothers and sisters, appreciate y'all. Y'all hit that like button before you get up out of here. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed yet. You know, drop down in the comments like your brothers and sisters always do. Big salute to my brothers and sisters that's down in the chat right now. I'm going to get up in the chat in a few minutes, but big salute to my brothers and sisters down in the chat. Big salute to all the dog lovers from one side of the world to the other side. We're going to get into it like we always get into it right about this time on a good old Saturday night. On your Saturday Night Live, let me see who I got up in this chat real quick. See here. By time, what's going on? What's going on? Salute to By Time, City Boy Kennels. What's going on with you? Appreciate y'all brothers dropping in tonight. Eli Monster, salute to Eli Monster. Yes, sir. Let me see who else I got up in here, man. Rise Mind Frame. Big salute to you, fam. John Denver, what's going on, big dog? Tony M, Flip Wilson. Yes, sir. Big Flip in the house tonight. We're going to get that dog talk started, man. Got a lot of things to talk about. Plus, I got some breaking news on something that I gave y'all a while back. You know, I always got to keep you updated with that stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? So I got some, some news as well. But let me see here, man. Oh, I want to, let the brothers, I want to start off by, letting the brothers and sisters know, that maybe want me to do some training and different things. Right now, man, I'm going to just be honest with you. I got some things going on, personal things with my family. I'm going to have to take a break when it comes to training for at least probably 6 months. I'm still doing my dog stuff as far as my videos and stuff like that, but I'm talking about as far as my people that I'm taking in training. Don't think I'm ignoring your calls. Don't think, none of that. I'm going to have to take at least 3 to 6 month break, and I'll get back on it. But, I just got to handle some things on my ends, man. I just got to handle some things on my ends. You know how that go when it go, how it go. You know what I'm saying? Let me see who this is right here. Hold up, my brothers. Big salute out to Legion Fury 13 with the $10 donation to the channel. Big salute out to you, my brother. big salute out to you. I ain't see you down there, but hey, I ain't got my glasses on right now. I tell y'all boys, I need glasses half the dang on time. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just wanted to announce I'm gonna take a little time out on my training, man. Far as it don't got nothing to do with my videos and stuff, because I can do my personal training. I just can't make a commitment to a dog right now, far as the training wise. And like I said, I update brothers and sisters further, whenever I'll be able to do some things, But we're gonna talk about a few things tonight, man. We're gonna talk about that niggerino stuff. We're gonna talk about the Eli stuff. We're gonna talk about a whole bunch of dogs. Nothing bad, I don't think, but I'm gonna ask my brothers and sisters a few questions. And plus, I'm gonna drop the link, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna drop the link as well so we can talk about should a pit bull be trained to bite. And I want brothers to come give their honest opinion. And like I said before, understand that everybody's opinion is valued. You know what I'm saying? Nobody is opinion is more, means more than the next person. So don't be afraid to say what you want to say, or just say what you want to say. I'm gonna drop the link down in the chat, for that in a few minutes. Let's see here. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and start off by talking about niggerino. I don't got nothing bad to say about niggerino, but when I did some research on niggerino, just like a lot of the older dogs from the past, he wasn't bred to a whole different group of dogs. When it came to niggerino, he did a lot of Eli breedings. Most of his breeders was did back to Eli females. And I'm not talking about niggerino dogs. I'm talking about niggerino himself. A lot of his offspring are breedings bred directly back to Eli dogs. And one thing I can say when brothers ask our opinions about these dogs like niggerino, because he always come up, we got to look at that, as well. These dogs, the actual source wasn't crossed to Red Boy. The source wasn't crossed to Jeep. He didn't cross to a Bolio female directly from him. I'm saying, and different things like that is ways you find out, how dogs breeding and stuff like that, and which dogs is producing the best, and great dog. We can't say nothing about niggerino, but when I look at his online paired offspring list, it's not a real big offspring list, and that's a good thing sometimes, because when a dog produce a lot of good dogs on a small offspring list, that just show his production rate. But a lot of the stuff that came down off, the niggerino breedings was Stumpanato dogs and a lot of the Carver dogs on the bottom side, which, basically the same stuff. Eli dogs. And I didn't see any, like I said, I didn't see any breedings from niggerino to a Red Boy bitch, or niggerino to a Jeep bitch. I'm talking about directly off Jeep or directly off Red Boy, or at least directly off of like daughters or something. I didn't see any of them type of breedings. So when you don't see these type of breedings, that just show the lack of dogs out here that could be, say the niggerino would have crossed with a Jeep. We don't know how that would have turned out. The same way with the Jocko stuff. We don't got enough. Only thing we got is the Red Boy. You know what I'm saying? We don't even got nothing else to say. Jeep Jocko, Bolio Jocko. You know what I'm saying? It's always Red Boy Jocko and then something else. You know what I'm saying? Because of the lack of breeding with Jocko. Same way the lack of breeding with niggerino. But I think, make some great dogs. I didn't talk about, I didn't bring them up tonight to talk about nothing bad about them. You know what I'm saying? I just know I was looking in the offspring, and I see he didn't really breed to anything besides Eli dogs. And then another thing that comes into play is when you the different areas these dogs are in. Some of these dogs are living when other dogs are dead. And so they're gonna play a big part as well. Now, I wanna bring up an issue we was talking about I think last week, because I can't let brothers get away with this right here. Y'all trying to diss my boy Stubby last week. No, I gotta represent for the core out there now. We gotta represent for the core, man. Oh, that ain't it. That ain't no Stubby. That's old Fletcher. My fault. We gotta represent for the core. Do not train them dogs to bite. Do not train them dogs to bite if you ain't putting no obedience in them. The first thing, see, that's the one thing I noticed when it comes to these brothers with dogs, right? You think getting this dog to bite is gonna be easy. So that's the first thing y'all brothers like to do when y'all get a Molly Wild, get another dog that y'all trying to train. The first thing y'all jump to doing, because you don't want to train the hard stuff, the sit, the stay, the come up. It ain't even hard, it's just the boring stuff. You want to jump straight into the sicking them on them. And that's where you always fail at. You know what I'm saying? Brothers want to train an animal, an aggressive animal, and dog don't have no obedience in them, period. You should be thinking about nothing but obedience. Once you get that covered, then you start working on whatever else you got to work on. You know what I'm saying? Training that dog to do any kind of growling, anything. And you're not talking about putting obedience in them. You already on the wrong track already. That need to be your main focus. It shouldn't be sicking them on somebody. It should be putting some obedience in them. And that ain't just sit. And that ain't just stay. It's some real obedience. Can you control that dog? You know what I'm saying? Now you can take it to another level. That's why they say it's levels in this dog training stuff or whatever. It's just like it's levels to everything. You know, just like it's levels to everything. Now, what I want to say is, brothers in this pit bull game need to start being a little more nicer to brothers, you know, that ain't in the pit bull game, that voice their opinions about certain things, you know, because I noticed if you're not in the pit bull game and you're in another breed of dogs, you know what I'm saying, folk try to play you certain ways like you don't know what you're talking about or your word don't mean nothing. And reason why you need to start being more nicer to people, you know, reason why you need to start being more nicer to people, because everybody commenting about these pit bulls, training them to bite, but none of us are dog trainers. So we actually stepping out of our league, commenting about something that we ain't even gonna do and we don't do. You know what I'm saying? So if we gonna play that game like that, we gotta be nice all the way around the board. We can't be treating them folk out there with them other breeds all kind of ways when we got a million people up here commenting about training that never touched, never did, never picked up a clicker, never went and bought no treats, no none of that shit. All they did was roll a dog. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn how much you roll a dog. Training is a whole nother lane. You know what I'm saying? Stay in your lane or either respect everybody else when they come to voice their opinion about certain things. Because, you know, I see a lot of brothers voicing their opinions. And that's why I say tonight, if anybody want to voice their opinion about that, you come up here and you do it because your opinion matters. Whether you say, forget that, don't train the dogs, or do train the dogs, I ain't going to say nothing about it. That's your opinion. That's how you feel. You know, it is what it is. But I say brothers need to start being more correct and more nice to the people who not in this breed and feeling like, oh, you superior, or your voice and what you say is more superior than that person because they're a Rottweiler person or they're a Schnauzer person or something. And you thinking because you got, you know, these many years in the dog game, you can, what you say gonna trump what they say. But yeah, you voicing a lot of opinion about training. Don't know one thing about training. Now, big question I want to ask brothers real quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to ask brothers this real quick, and we can go ahead and get on into it. Now, out of all the pit bulls, I keep hearing brothers say, don't train these dogs to bite. Don't train these dogs to bite. Don't train them to bite, right? Out of all these pit bulls that attack people in the last 5 years. Now, you know I do shows for the last couple of years about this. All the dogs ain't pit bulls that be attacking people, right? So we already see the dogs that be attacking people ain't pit bulls. Now, which one of these dogs that y'all seen on anybody website, news thing, or anything was a trained dog that went out there and did that? A trained pit bull like that. So now, y'all putting a stereotype on a dog that you don't even have statistics on. You know? You don't even have statistics on how many trained pit bulls went out there and bit somebody. But you're talking about don't train a dog to bite. Don't train a dog to bite. Why? Because you're stuck with one little mind frame around that one little group of people. I tell you, get out there and see the world, man. Get out there and see the world. You know, it just is what it is, man. It just is what it is, you know. You got to call it how you see it sometimes. Play it how it go. Play it how it go. Not one of them dogs, y'all brothers claim ain't pit bulls, you know, when they're attacking people when I'm playing these shows. Now, break all them dogs down. The ones that are pit bulls, that we seen are pit bulls, which one of them was a trained damn dog? So why y'all so scared of trained dogs biting? Who got y'all afraid of teaching a pit bull how to bite? Because you see the one that bite on your chain is not trained, how he act? That's two different dogs, fam. You know, understand the difference between a trained dog and a whatever kind of dog. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference. That's why I say, don't just train a dog to attack. You got to show your commitment. That's why I just said at the beginning of this video, I don't have the time to give for a commitment on training a dog right this second. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to get involved with it. So if you don't have the time to commit to that obedience training, don't start that dog to doing no bite work and none of that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to drop that link down in the chat so my brothers can come up here with me. Anybody want to come up here and voice their opinion about that there? Let me get that link for you. So, y'all want to get up there and voice your opinion on that, man? They go to the link down in the chat. Should a pit bull be trained to bite? You know, don't worry about what I think. That's just my opinion. Give me your opinion. How you feel? You know what I'm saying? Give me your opinion on how you feel about that. I'm just one man with one opinion. You know, just one man with one opinion. I know the dogs that we get on this news that attack people aren't trained pit bulls. Over half of them ain't even pit bulls. So that cut us out of the ballpark, period. You know, let's find how many trained pit bulls attack somebody in America. Not because I sick them on you, broke loose and went and attacked somebody. What's the statistics on that? You know, I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Now, I do want to touch on a point that Brother Samurai made, a good point. Now that I'm talking about this training real quick, because we about to get into that game dog stuff as well. We ain't all that, but I want to touch on this real quick. You know, Brother Samurai made a good point when he was talking about dogs with hair that stand up on their back. Understand this. We as working dog people do not want no dog that hair stands up on his back. That's just like Samurai say, is a sign of fear. You know, I'm talking about Belgian Malinois, German Shepherds, Dutch Shepherds. You know what I'm saying? I can't speak for the Rottweilers and the Doberman people because, you know, that's them. But Belgians, Dutches, Malinois, brothers do not want dogs that hair to stand up on their back. I'm talking about puppies. If you got a puppy and his hair standing up on his back, that's showing a trait that it might be a fearful trait that we look for already, and we might not want that dog, you know, because he might do that fearful biting. He might be too aggressive for what we're trying to do, you know, because look at that hair. That hair means a whole lot. We want dogs that go straight in for the bite, straight smooth back. No, straight smooth back. We don't want no hair flicking up on no, you know what I'm saying, on no back. Now, y'all brothers who got them German Shepherds and all that they stay back and they bark and they hold the back look like a wolf when they start getting mad and all that. That's it. That's what we ain't got. You know what I'm saying? That's what we don't got. You know, and I heard a lot of brothers talking about miles. Listen here. I'm going to say this before I get off this. A lot of brothers ain't never dealt with a mile in their damn life. And I can promise you, if you ain't ever dealt with a mile in your life, you have no idea what a mile bring to the table. You know what I'm saying? Mile is worse than a pit bull. You know what I'm saying? Let me let these brothers up in the booth real quick, man. Yo, what's going on? What's going on?
What's up, bro? This full bite kennel.
What's going on with your big dog?
Coolin', man. I'd just like to say, I have a partner, man. He got a pit bull, man. He a working pit bull. He use it for bite work. I'ma say when it come down to that, it all come down to the handler. If you're an inexperienced dog, man, if you specialize in one breed of dog, and you're a backyard dog, man, then you don't need to have a biting pit bull.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you talking about a dog that's gonna be on 150 when it's going. You know, like when you turn that dog up, that dog gonna light up to 150. He gonna be on go. He gonna be past the Malinois and mind frame.
Yeah.
I mean, he gonna be way past. It ain't gonna be hard to cut off. You know, you got Malinois hard to cut off. Imagine when you cut that pit bull on, what it's gonna be like to try to cut him off, man. If you not a real seasoned dog, man, that ain't something I would suggest you do it.
You're right about that. That's why I made the statement what I was making just now. You got to start with that obedience. You got to start with that obedience. Say we talking about a pit bull,
right?
You got him fully obedient, and he turned on just like you just said. It now some Malinois you can't even get out.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? Once they get turned up, they on it.
Right. Man, I've seen dogs. You can have that e-collar on high, and it's time to out that dog.
Yep.
Man, that dog still ain't trying to come over. Man, he hollering and whining from getting shot, and he's still taking hold.
Yep. And truthfully, police don't even tell their dog out. They just choke them out. It's what they got to choke out. They don't make their dog out. Come back, none of that shit.
Exactly. Most of them have hooks to hook the dog off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they don't like to recall the dog to have the dog. That's in sports work, man. You see a lot of that on TV. See those dudes and shuts in and doing that. Them ain't real life situations though. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Now, I'm gonna say this. Now, when it comes to outing, the only way you're gonna need to use that out if that dog get loose on the wrong person.
Right.
Now, hopefully that's a slim chance that ever happen. But if you ever have to send him to somebody, the hell you worrying about out for? I'm sending him on you, and I ain't gonna send him on you to his life or death situation because I know the seriousness of the situation. So when I send him, he can stay on you till the police come far as I care. We can work on, we'll work on you to know how to gotta go, but shit. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't stressing on them coming out. If you bothering me or something as far as getting them off a innocent person, if I need to get him off then, yeah, that's when he needed out or come out like that. But far as when we send him at somebody and he all the way turned up, that's a life or death situation. And if it's Shutson, you can see brothers got Rottweilers, Cane Corsos, German Shepherds, all that, and they be like, out, come, whatever, out. And that dog still biting on the man, whatever. Ain't coming.
Right, he not even coming, and he not even. It's not a real life situation.
Yep.
Can't get him to come back. So I mean, like, imagine if it's serious.
Oh yeah, and the dog can tell all that stuff. He can tell the person ain't scared for real, and he don't see no blood, and he don't feel no bone, and
right. When it's a real fight, it's a real fight with a man. You talking about a dog? You talking about a dog who go off of domination? All dogs go off of domination. Their whole thing is to dominate. You feel me? That's why a lot of dogs, like you hear the old timers say back in the days, they say when they was doing dogs, man, the dog would stop. Dead, just stop. That's because he just done dominated the dog. I mean, like he done dominated him, so he stopped. That's just like in pack animals and wolves. You'll see two wolves, they'll be out there, they'll fight, and then all of a sudden he'll just stop because he done curved the other one out. Ain't no need to kill him.
Yep. Hey, y'all boys, remember what he just said, because we're gonna talk about that in a few minutes too. What to do when one quit like that on top, and he done kicked ass, and all of a sudden there's a light switch. He just say, "Fuck it, I'm gone." You know what I'm saying? He just leave. He done kicked ass about 30 minutes straight, and he just jump up and say, "Fuck it, I'm gone." That same thing a wolf or something will do in the wild, like you just said. And that's true. That's true.
PBK,
what's going on with your big dog?
Man, listen, man. Thank you for bringing the news, brother. We got to hear the news, man. A lot of people don't know how important the news is. So, I just want to say this right here, PBK. You know what I mean? And I want everybody to understand this here. Just don't try to make an exception the rule, bro.
Yeah.
See, things that you talk about a lot of times when it comes to bite work. See, I ain't no dog trainer. I just love dogs. So I automatically gonna go against not only just a pit bull. I don't like animals that bite, that have the potential to hurt me. but I ain't scared. I'm gonna take that motherfucker down. Period. But on the top of that, I'm just saying, like, you know, a lot of people gotta understand. Don't make the exception the rule. Don't think a PBK could do that. Your ass could do it.
Right.
And that's it. When y'all talk about people, you see the dudes talking about, like, Seven Rod was talking about the dog house standing up on the back of the neck. Some people don't even know what that is. You walk your dog, see the house stand up on the back of the neck. Oh, he ready to get out.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, bro, you can't make the exception the rules, bro. And I'm not saying, I just discourage people because at the end of the day, the reason why I say that is because I believe all dogs is bred for a certain thing. You know what I'm saying? Like my cousin them up in Georgia, they got Great Pyrenees, bro. It's a beautiful dog, but it's been bred for centuries for certain things. German Shepherds, Belgian Malinois, you know, they all come down. Rottweilers. These dogs been doing this for years, bro. And I'm not saying don't do it. I'm saying do whatever you want to do, but don't make the exception the rule and just be man enough and say that. Say, I taught him that. Because I never heard of people banning other dogs other than these dogs, bro.
Yeah, you're right. Pitbull, the only dog to get banned across the whole world.
And
you already at a disadvantage.
I'm gonna say this, man. And when you're dealing with the Dutch Shepherd, Malinois type dog, bro, a lot of people don't understand when you get into that bite work, man. You doing this bite work with these dogs, and you have to put pressure on these dogs. Some of these dogs, man, they don't respond well to pressure, and the dog will turn around and eat you.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you something. Another situation that happened. Now I got a friend, right? Best friend. So now he got two Belgian Malinois. Took him to school. You know what I mean? You know the whole process. And he got it done the right way. You get what I'm saying? And they damn near knocked this cousin off back there in that backyard playing around.
Right.
See what I'm saying? So and then I got an idea that a dog has a mind too. A lot of people don't understand that. If you could talk to a motherfucker, whether he could speak your language or not, and he could understand what you're saying as body work, feelings, and all type of stuff like that, bro, it common sense to tell you, dog, that species, that animal, whatever you say, he has his own mind. And I think a lot of people have to respect the fact that if you got your own mind, just like in slavery times, you can slay the body, but not the goddamn mind.
Yeah, one day become conscious of your own thought, right?
Yeah, so even the dog gonna understand one day he can do what the fuck he want to do.
Yeah.
Not saying that all of them is like that, just like I said. We can't make the exception the rule.
Right.
We can't make the exception the rule, because I know, like, some dogs is a great dog. Not even a pit bull, just any, like, whatever you want to call it. It's just a great dog. And he love everybody. He love the kids. It's just this one motherfucker come over there, and he's showing his mind, and he ready.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. You just got to really just pay attention to it. You know, if you're going to do it, pay attention to it. And before you do it, you guys go to the experts, look in the mirror, and say that, listen, in order for me to be an expert, I need to be doing this shit for a couple years, bro.
And you better be ready to get bit, because I done been bit so much, man. You better be ready.
See what I'm saying? See, he talking.
Let them boys that ride a motorcycle say, be ready to fall.
Right.
You better be ready to be bit.
Yeah, you got to be ready.
Then when you own that kind of dog, I'm gonna tell you, man, because I own 5 of them, man. I'm gonna tell you, when you own that kind of dog, man, it's a liability, bro. Like it's certain things. Like I own a dog, man. He more dangerous than a bomb, bro. Like I can't leave my kid here around this dog. You feel me? Like this a dog that, you know, if he get out, bro, and he get in the neighborhood, he ain't gonna just run down the street, bro, and run past the neighbors. He looking for a man. He looking to hunt, bro. He gonna hunt
for a guy. He looking for a guy.
Yes. He don't care who it is, bro.
Yeah.
And you ain't gonna be able to say, "Oh, puppy." No, he don't even understand.
And a lot of people don't understand that animal has its own mind.
Right.
That's a very important thing that you can never. That's why they listen to you. That's why they're trainable. You can't train something without a mind, bro.
Oh yeah. No matter how much you train them, they're gonna always do what they want to do at the end of the day.
He got his mind. That's why they quit. That's why they stop. Just like you say, I don't want him to stop. But he, like his bro say, he punished him up and beat him up and down the street. How much you want me to beat up on the homeless? That's how he thinking in his head, like, what the fuck you got me in front of? Like, but you got to understand the mind, bro, and just understand, like, if you're gonna do it, just understand. Look at yourself in the mirror.
You gotta be
1,000% honest with yourself.
You gotta be definitely careful with the pit bull terrier, man. Cause when you stimulate that dog, their mind, man, I'm telling you, man, it could be bad, bro. Cause we got Dutch shepherds, man. You get them highly stimulated, and then they like to play the game so much, and you pull them out the kennel to play the game, and then once that dog feel like, oh, you finna put me back up, man, that dog ready to eat you, cause he don't want to go back in the kennel.
Man, let me tell you how
he's smart enough to know, like, you finna put me back up.
Not to get you off subject. Listen,
pit bulls climb good.
Listen, let me not to get outside. I tell you, my cousin have got them great pyramids, ain't it?
Yeah.
Listen, so I got a pit bull. My cousin got a pit bull. We over there, they puppies. Man, they went acting crazy. The pyramids came and broke that shit up. Back up, boy. Stand down. I don't even do that out here. I say, whoa. But that's to show you that he has his own fucking mind.
Yeah.
And he was letting them know. Y'all don't do nothing I don't say do.
Right, and they respected it.
Motherfucking right, they respected it. Hands down, they gonna respect it. He don't play. But that's just, it's the breed. A lot of things, what I want to tell, a lot of things is the breed, bro. And they gotta understand that. I'm not a fan of it because of what I just said. That's the only dog that I ever heard of been banned by somebody else.
Hey, I promise you, dog. You right 100% what you saying about them pits.
That ain't even their business. 9 times out, like you did. I was so glad when you did that thing over there about the boys in California, PBK. I swear. That's why I say, man, bring the news, brother.
Right.
Bring that news. And PBK, just to let you know, when you don't bring the news, you letting us down, bro.
Right.
You letting us down when you don't bring the news, bro. We want this here.
Right.
Well, let me give you a little bit. Let me give you a little bit real quick. Let me just give you this one little article real quick, because I just an update from something that I gave y'all brothers already before. Y'all remember the 146 dead dogs when we was talking about that? The 146 dead dogs. So now I got an update. I got the update for y'all. Like I told y'all, we was waiting on to go to court and all that. So let me play this video for you, give you the update, and we're going to talk about it real quick. Just give me a second, my brothers.
Barbara Weibel in May 2012 when Fox 8 caught up with her and other founding members of a dog rescue organization called Canine Lifeline at an adoption event in Macedonia.
It's great to watch people get excited about meeting their new dog.
This is what I wanted to do all my life. It's what we're here to do.
Weibel became the center of an investigation that started when she collapsed at a residence in Parma, leading to the discovery of deceased and neglected animals there. Investigators led to her residence in Manaway, where 146 dead dogs were also discovered, many in cages. Residence One neighbor says Weibel may not have visited since October.
It was very windy in the fall, and so branches fell down over the driveway, and I could tell that they had been there and not crushed, so I knew that there was no traffic in or out.
The APL in Portage County won't tell us whether they had been to her home ever for an inspection or even alerted as to something at the homes. They're not commenting on anything during the investigation. The neighbor tells Fox 8 that animals were rescued from the home last July.
APL people, they were here last summer.
You're sure about that?
I am 100% sure.
Why so many dogs were being kept in the private home of the charity's president isn't known. A tax document from the rescue in 2019 shows Weibel as their principal officer, with revenues of $192,000 and expenses of more than $200,000 for an operating loss of more than $9,000. As far back as 2012, when Fox 8 featured the rescue, they were bringing dogs here from southern Ohio, Kentucky, and Tennessee. The neighbor's border collie, Piper, one of their rescues, but she said she never dreamed of the nightmare at the Manaway home.
So these dogs have terrific personalities. They just need a chance.
Like, I couldn't even fathom that amount of dogs being left behind and abandoned.
In Manaway, Ohio, Dave Nethers, Fox 8 News.
Portage County Sheriff's Office has confirmed to 3 News that the woman facing animal cruelty charges connected to the deaths of more than 140 dogs has passed away. Barbara Weibel died January 28th. The sheriff also tells 3 News that Weibel's criminal cases will be closed. Those cases date back to June of last year when authorities found dozens of dead dogs locked in cages at Weibel's properties in Manaway and Park.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. I'm doing an update on it. Found out old Barbara Weibel passed away, man. You know, you never want to hear something like that, no matter what the situation is. You know what I'm saying? Just crazy, man. Just crazy. So, you know, that's the situation with the 146 dead dogs. You know, the lady passed away. But let's get back to this dog talk, man. I appreciate the brothers coming up here with me, rocking with me, talking about that dog stuff, man. Brother Tony M said, so if your trained protection dog gets loose and is looking for somebody to eat up, I'm not sure if that was a successful training. You know, not sure if that was successful training. Yeah, Eric, man, brother Eric Watson, that's a sad situation, man. You know what I'm saying? Sad situation. But one thing I know about my mile, man, I got them trained. Mine, every dog different. Everybody dog different. You know what I'm saying? Only way mine gonna get loose and go get somebody if he already got them targeted before he's going crazy on the chain or something. And he already got them targeted on the yard. They, like, say if they walking by messing with him or something, or if he got them targeted and he get loose, then he gonna go after him. I'm 100% sure. I'm 100% sure. Marino pop that chain, it's gonna be a scrap on the yard. My dog going to another dog. You know what I'm saying? He ain't leaving out the yard. He going to kick some ass or either get his ass kicked. You know what I'm saying? That's his the type of mile he is. He just got a little dog aggression in him to the point where he ain't leaving off from around all them other dogs. He going to the females trying to hunch. And when they don't hunch right and they start acting funny, he goes straight to their ass. You know what I'm saying? Or, he jump on them. Females and males. Marino crazy as hell, man. I had a damn Jocko and Rose male. I had a male off Jocko and Rose that I was showing y'all a while back. You know what I'm saying? I had to get rid of that dog because of Marino. Popping loose. You know what I'm saying? And them folk talking about I got to have a small chain. How the hell can I have a small chain with a 100-pound dog and I got to have it 10 foot long? Don't you know a 100-pound dog running full throttle on a 10-foot long skinny chain is so easy to pop? I gotta have a big chain. You know what I'm saying? Gotta have a big chain for a dog like that. It don't make no sense. Yeah, every time he pop, going straight to the dogs. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I was back there one time, but another time I wasn't. I looked back there, seen a whole bunch of dust. Hey, that motherfucker crazy, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you. I like it because I know if I'm going somewhere and somebody want to sick a dog on me or something, then he gonna defend me on that behalf as well. A dog, and you ain't gonna be just sitting no Pitbull over there and talking about they taking a Marino out. Boy, I'm telling you right now, I do not condone any of that type of stuff, but accidents happen. And when they happen in the past with Marino, I'm talking about no growling, no none of that straight shaking Pitbull style. I don't know if he learned or what. Oh, he ain't seen no dogs going. He just inherited. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker crazy. Tucking, going in the legs, all that type of shit. That motherfucker made me faint last time he damn got loose on the chain. Man, I was out there by my damn self trying to break that shit up. Man, I was out there, boy, look here, I was getting so tired. I can't have no breaking sticks because I'm going to be looked at like a bad man. So I'm out there trying to hold him, keep him at the edge of the leash, keep him at the edge of the thing. Man, him in the pit locked up. Man, listen here, man. Boy, I had hell. You know what I'm saying? That's why I know if he get loose, I might, have some problems on the yard unless he targeted one of the folk coming by. And, you know, kids do stuff a lot of the times, you know what I'm saying, that they don't really understand how deep it is. So you got to think for the kids sometimes. You know, kids going to do stuff and they going to think it's funny. You know, you got to think for them when it comes to when you got a dog that's, you know, attacking people. You got to think for them because even if they picking at the dog, you know what I'm saying, you're going to probably still be in the damn wrong unless they just went over there straight up and fuck with the dog. You know, so you're going to still be in the wrong. But yeah, that's sad about old Barbara with Canine Lifeline, man. But let's get on to some of this stuff, man. We're going to get back on to some of that keep stuff we was talking about last week, man. Mastering of the natural keep. You know what I'm saying? Do your research on your B vitamins. You know what I'm saying? To keep your blood count high. You know? And one thing I found out, you know, everybody dog different, like I said. But one thing I found out is that red cell that brothers like to talk about sometimes, man, your dog don't like that shit. You got to give your dog that stuff with a syringe because if you put it on his dog food, you know, some dogs will go eat it up, but the ones that I put on the dog food, they just left the food right there and wouldn't mess with it with that red cell on it. You know, the smell of it, I don't know, man. Some dogs just don't like it, you know, but I guess if you give it to them in a syringe, you know, you all gravy. You know what I'm saying? Do your research on your vegetables. See which vegetables are healthy for the dog and meaningful for working dogs. You want to give the dog something that's going to be beneficial to whatever you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you're trying to do, don't be just giving them a vegetable just because it's a vegetable. Make sure you know that the benefits of that vegetable that you're giving. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you know that. Now, back to what we was talking about with the hand walking versus the treadmill. You know what I'm saying? Can your dog work his flirt pole? Can your dog work his flirt pole or spring pole after a hard treadmill run? After you done took him out there, burn him out on that treadmill, can he work the flirt pole or the spring pole after that? A lot of brothers' dogs can, but if he's done got tired all the way out on that treadmill, most likely he gonna go, when you tie him up, he gonna go straight to the water bucket. You know, if he don't go straight to the water bucket, that means he too tired to go to the water bucket. He just gonna catch his air for a few minutes. He gonna sit there and breathe until he get the panting down a little bit. Then he'll go to water the bucket. But when you walk that dog, give him a good long hard walk or run on a bike, however you do it, your thing. When you come back, you can still spring pole, you can still flirt pole because the dog built up his tolerance. Not necessarily his tolerance, but he learning how to control his air. You know, learning how to control his air. See, one thing like I say, everybody keep different. And you can use somebody else keep, you know what I'm saying? And it'll never work for you. It's what we call trial and error. Get everybody keep whoever you want to take advice from, but you still got to do trial and error and use your own strategy or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, a old schooler told me this back in the days, you know, how to handle certain things. You want to come work that dog specifically how he going to be at that show. Whatever kind of work he was going to do at that show. So let me give you an example. Back in my days when I was in the Westerns and all that type of stuff, you know, Wild Wild West days, what I would do, my first 5 or 10 minutes would be a lot of energy. You know, he told me to use a lot of energy my first 5 or 10. Now, with the stuff that I'm saying, don't take this for law, brothers and sisters. This just coming from my side. You know what I'm saying? My opinions or you know, little things that I may do, you know, but first 5, 10 minutes, we talking full energy, you know. Then we go from that to the spring pole, working, you know, to work his strength from the front to the back. Then after we do a little bit of that, we go to 5 minutes of weight pull. And from that, we go back to a walk around, you know, may walk around the town or something. But the reason we doing it like this, we trying to simulate him in that show back in the days. We know when we first let him from between our legs, he gonna come out, boom, 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 boom. Gonna be a wrestling match the first 5 or 10 minutes. So that's why I'll burn him out first 5 or 10 minutes. You know, burn him out that first, not necessarily burn him out, but just give him a good, where he's using a lot of energy that first 5 or 10 minutes. Then, you know, afterwards, we, you know, the second little exercise, we're doing the spring pole and the flirt pole. So we're working the power from his front and his back end. You know, reason why we're doing the weights after that, after the flirt and the spring pole, it's because we're trying to simulate him pushing weight around later on in the show. You know, him pushing heavy weight that, you know, because you know the dog's body start looking limp and all that stuff. He looked like he was 45, but now he's looking 43 and 42. You know, so you just got to get him used to pushing that weight at about 45, 60 minutes, 30 minutes or whatever. Get him used to pushing 5, 10, 15 pounds heavier than normal. You know what I'm saying? Whatever weight you got him pulling, he pushing that, and he used to pulling that weight after he's already tired. You know what I'm saying? Not pulling it fresh. Yeah, any dog can pull a fresh set of weights. You know, we done burn him out and he's still ready to work. He ain't burned out. When I say burned out, I don't mean burned out. We got him good and hot, good and worked up, got his carburetors pumping. You know, that water, I used to like to say, the water dripping out them carburetors. You know what I'm saying? Got them carburetors bumping. We're going to go 5 minutes with the weight, then we're going to go back walking again. You know, and we're going to get a whole lot of training in, and we're doing it in the style of that he hopefully be working in. You know, come out fast, then, you know, get in a little slow pace type thing. Then he after he start getting tired, you know, he pushing that weight around. He may play the bottom, you know, 30 or 40 minutes in the show. That pushing that weight later on in his training, gonna have him where he used to pushing that weight. At least that's a mind thing that we, you know, may go in with from off this side, or the brother that told me that. You know what I'm saying? It's just like preparing, you know. Trick had two benefits to it, and the other one had one. The first one was muzzling. I think I spoke on this on a video a while back. You know, it's when you take two dogs, muzzle both of them off, and you scratch to them over and over and over and over. You know, mind training. You training this dog. This is before I even thought about training dogs and all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? You training this dog to understand what he needs to do when he get between your legs. Me and my partner get there, and we put the muzzles on these dogs, and we let them scratch 50 times. We don't let them wrestle. We let them scratch. As soon as they touch, they going to do their little wrestle thing. We grab them. At the same time, it's helping us with our handling. We grab them, we taking them back, put them between our legs. The dog scratch 60 times. We ain't worried about them stopping. You know what I'm saying? We done seen them go over and over and over and over. Although pressure is a whole different subject, you know, muzzling, when you muzzling, you ain't got that pressure on. But I said it helps in two different ways. So let me tell you the other way it helps, other than scratching. It helps. I heard it helps with the stomach fat. You know, when you got a dog in the muzzle and he's trying to, see, when the pit bull is trying to get the other pit and both of them muzzle, he's using all his stomach muscles because he's trying to growl. He's trying to open his mouth. He can't do none of that. He's coming from within. You know, he's coming from within, and with that coming from within is cutting his stomach fat down. You know, and you don't do this long. You don't let them just wrestle on. You don't do this, period, right now. The stuff I'm talking about is from the 90s. Let's get that correct, you know. But it was called muzzling, and everybody didn't do it. It's stuff I did being creative, you know. And I know a whole bunch of other brothers that did do it probably, you know. But this ain't nothing I learned from somebody else. This is something I learned trying to do extra to make sure my dog, you know what I'm saying, is going to come in above what the other dog was coming in at. You know what I'm saying? So we scratched 30 or 40 times. We hot as hell. The dog's still scratching over and over and over. We just let them go, boom, letting them hit, boom, boom, boom. Now the other scratching technique is going to help in two ways as well. I said one, but it help in two ways as well. You know, and what I do is, in the middle of my weight pulling, I let the dog, okay, I got his weights on him, right? I usually back then would use a heavier chain, you know, have him pulling a heavier chain, okay? Now, I got him between my legs. I got a long flirt pole when I'm doing my weight pulling with. Long flirt pole. So what I do, I got him between my legs, and I throw the flirt pole off to a distance, you know? Now, he want to get that flirt pole. I let him go. I get to the flirt pole before he do because he got the weights on him, so he can't run as fast as I could. You know, all this training gonna help train me as well. There's no real dog conditioning that you can do. Dog conditioning ain't meant for a lazy man. Let me put it like that. You know what I'm saying? No matter if you're conditioning for a treadmill, confirmation, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It ain't meant for a lazy man. You know, get you a treadmill and work it how you got to work it, and then you're gonna see why these brothers stepping ahead of you, because they're doing the extra and small stuff that you ain't doing because you lazy. You know what I'm saying? And it just is what it is. You know, I was a firm believer back in them days of conditioning a dog for the situation we was going in. Just getting them right for the situation we was going in. That's what, like I said before, nighttime. If I knew I was gonna be going in the evening, then a lot of times I'm gonna be conditioning in the evening. So when we go out for our show, that he think this is still play, just like that brother said just a few minutes ago when we talking about the training. The dogs want to play. They thinking we coming out. So now this dog thinking we coming out to play tonight, but we coming out to show our ass tonight. You know what I'm saying? And he gonna treat it just as any other play day because I got him right and I made sure that his energy and all that stuff was, everything was legit. But he thinking he coming out to play. You know what I'm saying? Big salute to my brothers in the chat, man. Let me see what my brothers talking about down here, man, because I've been neglecting y'all for a few minutes. You know what I'm saying? A big salute to my brother. Let me see. James Smith, salute to you, fam. Full bite. Big salute to you. Appreciate you for rocking with me tonight. Yes, sir. Ed Watson, appreciate you too, big dog. You know what I'm saying? Don Juan Black, salute to you, fam. Appreciate you dropping in tonight. Yes, sir. The hand walk, man, we can't never underestimate the hand walk, and the treadmill is a great thing. The treadmill is probably the best thing that ever been created for a dog, man. Because, hey, imagine the treadmill wouldn't have been created. You would have had to do all that stuff, hand walking and all that. If the treadmill used right, it can be a very superior object, weapon, tool, whatever you want to call it, when it comes to competing with your dog, if it's used right. And it can also be something to tear your dog down, destroy your dog, tear his muscles, tear ligaments, pull ACLs, just like football players, MCLs, ACLs, TCL, whatever, any kind of CLs. You tear them all on that treadmill dealing with a dog the wrong kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Now, big salute out to my brother Cure Hunter out there. He said, do you not realize you teaching people how to condition dogs for war? It's like continuing to contradict yourself here lately. Why give people game? Because you're no longer in it. Okay? No disrespect. But Q Hunter, you keep worrying about how much I'm in the game instead of worrying about what I'm saying. That's the second statement that you made, my brother, worrying about saying I'm not in the game. Who did I ever come? No, it is what it is. I never said you was in the game. We just speak and talk this game. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have to distinguish whether I'm in the game and the folk that I'm talking to. I'm not in the game and the folk I'm talking to in the game. None of us supposed to be in the game, fam. You know what I'm saying? It's like you trying to distinguish who in the game and who ain't. We ain't trying to do that. Far as we concerned, none of us in the game. Flip Wilson ain't in the game. Eli ain't in the game. None of them boys in the chat down in the game. James ain't in the game. Tony M ain't in the game. Eric ain't in the game. Nobody, fam. So you gonna never get the impression like that. And when it come to training, big dog, the brothers that was up here with me said a mouthful. It's all about responsible. It ain't for everybody. Don't get it if you ain't willing to be committed to it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody not gonna be committed to it. Brothers want to see that it look good when your dog jumping up, grabbing somebody, but you don't want to go through the whole year worth of progress that you got to go through before you get to that step. You want to go buy a puppy and turn them to an animal. It don't work that way. Now, if you listen to the conversation, that's what we trying to say. It's never leading brothers the wrong way. For one, we was talking about training dogs. Now, the story that I'm giving you now is talking about the 90s when I was doing something with the American Pitbull Terriers that I wasn't supposed to be doing. It's two different stories. When we ain't gonna intertwine both stories together and say, I was talking about this and I'm talking about this. I was talking about training when I was talking about training. Right now, I'm talking about, and I said clearly just a few seconds ago, I didn't know nothing about training when I did this with these pit bulls. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know not one thing about training. Now, when we talking about training, we was talking about training. Now, I want you to come up here, brother, and give your opinion, like I say, because nobody's opinion is more valuable than the other ones. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's opinion matters. So if you want to come up there and explain it, you can explain it. You know what I'm saying? But shit, I can only, one thing about it, no matter what I tell you, you're gonna condition your dog, Hey, let me drop that link. Let me drop that link down in the chat real quick for my brothers. You can condition your dog. We could talk about conditioning. And that is dangerous. It's any dog that you train to bite is dangerous, man. Y'all gotta stop getting it and twisted like it's just a pit bull. You know, any dog you train to bite somebody is a dangerous dog. You can't treat the pit bull no different than you could treat that damn schnauzer, or no different than you could treat that boxer or van dog or that damn whatever other kind of dog. You got to treat them all the same way. You can't treat none of them no different. You know what I'm saying? Let me drop that link down in the chat for my brothers, because everybody got to give their opinion tonight. And my sisters. We waiting on some sisters to get up here and talk too. Yes, sir. Salute to all my brothers and sisters, like I say, down in that chat. And salute to you for rocking with the Bay. Hey, Stephen Jacob, man, appreciate you. Part 2 will be out in a minute, my brother. Appreciate you for rocking with the audio book. Part 2 will be out in a few minutes. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all brothers enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you. Socrates, what's going on, big homie? What's going on, big homie? I dropped that link right there for a bite. You know, but who said that? Cure Hunter. You ain't wrong what you're saying about the biting stuff, bro. But when it comes to me being in and out, that's regardless. That's needless to say. Everybody that come to my channel know I'm out the game. You know what I'm saying? So it is nothing to it. What's going on with your big homie?
Yo. I just want to clarify something for my boy Tony M. He say a trained protection dog. Well, homie, I train these dogs. This is what I've been doing for the last 25 years.
Yeah.
Not every dog you gonna get is gonna be you gonna be able to take. Your family ain't gonna be there when it's time to do bite work. Your kid not gonna be there when it's time to do bite work. This dog don't know them, bro. This is a tool. This is a weapon. This is something you're using for either your job, your field of work. This ain't a family pet. Now, I have a dog inside the house. She a family pet. She has protection work training to her. Yeah, she has bite work. She grew up in the house, but then I got no dogs outside in the kennel that don't come in the house.
Yeah.
Ain't no kids ever going around those kids. Those dogs don't know the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Those dogs ain't in my yard. Those kids ain't going in back there in the yard in my kennel area where the dogs are being housed at. They not feeding those dogs. They're not taking care of those dogs. So the dog don't know them nor respect them.
Yep.
The one that I have in the house, even she grew up in the house. It was moments, bro, when the kid would put the dog in the crate. And as soon as they put the dog in the crate, the dog will light up and go off. Rah, rah, rah. The dog basically letting the kid know I have really no respect for you. I ain't gonna bite you, but I'm letting you know I don't like the idea that you the one that told me to go in my crate. You're not my owner. Like the dogs, you talking about dogs that like I know for the shepherds, they want owner dogs. Dutch shepherds, Malinois.
Yep.
You can have them around family. Some of them do good in family atmospheres. But this is what I do know. The ones that's really, really bred from Holland, like the ones we were importing. I ain't talking about no dogs that just was bred in America. I'm talking about we was importing these dogs from Holland, straight from the police department in Holland. And I'm talking about these dogs wasn't the average dogs, man. These dogs was savages. They was killers through breeding and genetics.
Yep. Hey, you
said come out like that.
Yep, you said something. This now, dog. That dog a weapon. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. A dude really got to do something serious to me for me to stick my dog on him. Not just no slap me in my face and all that. Cause I can fight you. You know, whether I win or lose. If a dog get loose, if you hit me while the dog with me, okay, well, you might get bit. But I'm not gonna send him on you because you slap. You know, unless I'm just pissed off and want to prove something to you or something like that. But I know the seriousness of this shit. Once I say get him.
Right.
That gun is a fucking weapon. If you got a gun on you and if you faking with a gun and if you don't pull that gun out instantly and start shooting instantly, about in a second, that dog on your ass. Right. You know what I'm saying? You can have a gun if you too close up on me. That gun is meaningless to you. You know what I'm saying? Because am I gonna be a pussy? Let my dog bite you and let you pull out a gun and shoot both of us?
Right.
You know, once my dog on your ass, we just gonna jump you. You know what I'm saying? And get you down and, you know, get you off balance or whatever and take everything out your pocket. You know, we're going to strip you all the way down. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I ain't going to lie to you. You ain't going to have nothing on you. Fucking with me. I'm taking everything out your pocket, everything. You know?
Hey, PBK, now these boys, they talking. Now, you got the boy Shield up there in Canada. He one of the best protection dogs trainers on YouTube. I would say he big on YouTube. He got the biggest name on YouTube. Protection dog. He went to Holland and imported a dog too. The dog Mace. He imported the dog, brought the dog here. He done tried to sell this dog 3 or 4 times. Every time he done sold the dog to somebody and they got the dog was fine for a few weeks, for a few times. But it's just that certain episode that triggered that dog, and the dog light up and eat their ass up. And he end up back with the dog.
Yeah, he a damn he probably is a bad dog. Hey, yeah, Steven. Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, I send mine on you. Shit, I'm gonna go ahead and take everything in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? Run that shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, thing about it, like I said, I don't play no games. I take that shit serious. You know what I'm saying? You can't just talk no trash to me and I'm gonna send my dog on you. You can't do none of that. I'm gonna send my dog on you. Can't. I know if I can handle myself in a situation or not, or if it's too much. And the common sense tell anybody if you go hit a man with a damn dog in his hand, you're gonna get bit. I don't care if the dog trained or not. You're not gonna go hit nobody with a dog in the hand unless you just don't give a fuck. So it is what it is at that point. You know what I'm saying? But far as the dog attacking somebody when the owner not around, hey, it is what it is, man. One thing about it, that's why these dogs aren't with everybody. They're not meant for everybody. I'm talking about the Malinois and the Dutch Shepherds and stuff like that. They're not meant for everybody. Them dogs, people underestimate them that don't deal with them dogs, but them dogs are ferocious. Them dogs are just as buck as pit bulls. They might not get the drive that pit bulls have as far as the intensity and the ferociousness, but them dogs do a whole lot more than what a person think. Like they think you can call a Malinois off all the time. All the time you can't call them off. Just like you were saying earlier. Sometimes them dogs, when they get tuned all the way up, they tuned up. You know what I'm saying? And ask yourself, do you really want a Malinois that somebody can walk up to when you're not around? Whoever, you know, everybody who making a statement, you know, nobody's wrong. Like I said tonight, we just talking about certain things.
50 pounds.
Do you want a protection dog that you training for protection and somebody can walk up and steal?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, just ask yourself that. The dog's supposed to bite somebody he don't know. This dog's smart. You know, this is a herding dog. He keeps things away from coming into the yard. You know, that's what they train for. You know what I'm saying? And
shit. Feed them through the gate and all that, though.
Huh?
You can't feed him through the gate.
No.
Hot dog through the gate and he gonna wag his tail.
No, ain't none of that. Ain't none of that type of stuff going on. Right. You know, and you know, when it comes to a pit bull, I understand what all my brothers saying, and I feel what everybody's saying. I definitely feel you on that because I played both sides of both sides of the fence as a straight up dog man in the dirt and a dog trainer. You know, trying to do my thing. Trial and error. What's going on, big homie? Man, I wish I had a baseball. I hit that motherfucker out the park right now. My homeboy Trial and Error in the building. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you, big dog. SAA10. Salute to you, big dog. What's the difference between a Malinois and a Dutch? To me, truthfully, nothing.
The coat.
You know, I tell brothers, you know, some brothers that all the time. You have a litter of puppies, and when the coat brown, they call them Malinois. The coat brindle, they call them Dutch Shepherds or black. You know. They'll call them Dutches, and they could be all the same litter. It's just how some people do it. You know, and everybody don't do it the same. Everybody don't do it the same. You know, we got millions of people across this world. You know what I'm saying?
You got millions of different ways where they bred those dogs just like pit bulls.
Yep.
And some dogs got different stuff in them, different bloodline, different. A lot of them got pit bull in them.
Hey, dog, they do. And know why? They do the same thing. They do the same thing that our pit bull brothers do that we talk about all the time. Put these papers on them. These dogs got pit bull in them, but they still got the papers on them, or they still got their BRN numbers or whatever they got. But they got pit bull in them, and you would never see it on the pedigrees. Don't know none of that shit. They got it in them though. You know what I'm saying? And like I told you, I can look at my fault. I didn't mean to cut you off. I can look at my Merino paperwork, and it's gonna show on the online website. It's gonna show all of the working miles and different things all the way back to the early 1900s.
To the Groendale.
Yeah, but you know, at the end of the day, some pit bull was up in that joker, dog. It ain't nowhere in the hell a dog, especially when I already know that they breed pit bull in them type dogs, and I see how Merino act. Man, it's a straight 100-pound pit bull. I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. I never in my life seen his hair curl up on his back. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't never seen him turn. I ain't never in my life seen him turn from a dog. You know, he ain't made for that. You know what I'm saying? He ain't made for that at all.
Oh,
but
right.
Yeah, it just his attitude, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's his attitude. But yeah, man. One of the brothers said something in the chat just now. I wanted to drop on just now. I see if I can find it real quick. Oh yeah, man. You know, and the most important things that pretty much everybody said tonight, man. If you ain't gonna commit to that shit all the way, to make sure that you got to think not today what you want today, what you're gonna be doing next year after this dog done trained to attack somebody. Now you done got lazy on them, and now you know trying to fall back and going to the old ways and just leaving them there. You know, not fucking with them. You know, and like y'all brothers say, man, the bad parts about training a pit bull, when you do decide to get lazy on them, you know, you got to worry about having a dog that's going to attack somebody if you get loose. You know what I'm saying? But imagine this, my brother. If you got a pit bull that leave off the yard of a whole bunch of other pit bulls to go bite somebody, how game was he?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then to answer the brother's question that brothers asked, I seen on either on Facebook or somewhere they asked it, man biters being game. You know, man biters not being game. Like I said before, it's a difference between having a genetic man biter and a dog that you done cranked up to, you know, do the protection work and all that type of stuff. As far as a man biter being not game, I don't know where that theory came from. I don't know if it's true or if it's false. You know what I'm saying? I can see a man biter going after a man in the ring while he getting too close to the dog. You know what I'm saying? Or when he come across on the scratch, he trying to go towards the man. I can see where that hurt him at back then. You know what I'm saying? But as far as him not being game, I don't know, man. I think that's just a theory that dog pit bull man came up with. You know what I'm saying? Because the dog that they had was a man biter and the dog that they had wasn't game. You know what I'm saying? I think that's just a theory they came up with as dog brothers. You know, because I don't, huh?
You're right though.
Because I don't really see where a dog biting a man can stop him from being game.
Right.
Far as him being genetically aggressive or just crazy as hell after people, I don't see where that can stop him from being game at. Once that dog on his ass, that dog on his ass. If he run, you can't blame that on his human aggression. You got to blame that on he just can't take it.
Right.
You know? Now we got the ones who got disqualified. They did things who got disqualified. They grab somebody or do this or do that, you know? And that just comes from being too close to certain dogs. A dog can get overheated and go blind, and you be too close to him, and he still grab you. He not a human biter. He just don't know it. You got too close down there trying to work your dog, and you got too close, you know, and he went for another bite, and he just knew he was grabbing you. People get their pants leg grabbed all the time back in the days. You know, more readily than people get bit. Their pants leg damn sure was gonna get grabbed. Getting too close to that shit. You know? So I don't know, man. Like I said, tonight is opinion night for anybody who want to talk about, you know, that type of stuff, man. Anybody who got their opinion and want to, you know, drop it off. Hey, Trial and Error, what's going on? Isabella, ain't that her name? What's going on with her over there? I think that's her name. Annabelle or something like that. Isabel. I ain't seen her in a while, big dog. You know? Yeah, salute to everybody though, man. Appreciate everybody rocking with me tonight. Let's see how we're going to keep this thing rolling. You know, what makes a dog quit on top? You know, we was talking about that earlier. What makes a dog quit when he's totally running the ship? You know what makes him quit, dog? Any dog. What make any dog quit when he on top? No matter if it's German Shepherd, Malinois could be taking a man out, beating him up, and just break off running. You know what'll make a dog leave when he on top of whatever he on top of?
I think it's the natural instinct of knowing that he done made the opponent submit. Like once he done feel like he done conquered, it's a natural instinct. That's what the wolf do. The wolf, the alpha don't beat up. He don't kill the other wolves. He just beat them up.
Mm-hmm.
He don't kill them. He got the option to kill them. He the biggest, most powerful dog in the pack. The most experienced. But he just beat him up though.
So do you think in his mind, when he leave from off top of that dog, you think he already won? He just is going back to nature?
Yeah.
And he just leaving,
yeah.
you know, going back to nature, and he leaving the scene. He done kicked his ass.
Exactly.
He don't think he losing.
Exactly.
Yeah, I could believe that. You know what I'm saying? Because like I think I said the same thing a while back. They going back to nature when they quit like that. Especially when they, you know, they done kicked ass and this dog ain't doing nothing. He just hanging in there.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't doing nothing, and they just.
And he done curved.
Yeah, you could tell when you got this thing on lock when he ain't coming back from it, and then all of a sudden you just boop, peel out. I think that's that old nature, popping up in them, just like you say, like a wolf or anything else. At a certain point they gonna leave.
Right. I think it's just a respect for his own kind, like you know, not to finish it. In some situations, you know what I'm saying. Like I say, if not, this what I do know. Like if like it's two different wolves from two different sectors of the woods, like they ain't in the same pack, and then they cross paths. Now he might kill him. You feel what I'm saying? But everybody in his pack, it might be just like like a instinct thing. Like he can smell like inheritance. The dog's been inbreed for so long.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You feel
Hey,
me?
now let me ask you this too, bro. What do you think about dogs that won't breed? I seen one brother ask this, on the books throughout the week. What do you think about dogs that won't breed? Far as you keep them, you do with them or whatever, but you keep them, you think that's a bad thing? Far as, because I know some dogs that genetically, because I was seeing brothers that say you gotta once these dogs get souped up or juiced up and stuff, it'd be hard to breed sometimes. But then you get dogs who genetically, I know, like you kind of want to introduce them to the females kind of early because you already know how they're gonna be. Once they get turned on, they don't like the damn breed. You know what I'm saying? So you want to introduce them to females on the early end, get them to doing their little hunching thing or whatever, and then whatever you was gonna do with them, you did with them or whatever like that. But
I think you just summed it all up too, bro. And it go back to this, bro. You got to be patient with dogs. You know what I'm saying? Because you got a dog 16 months, 17 months, 18 months, 20 months old, and he's showing all the signs you want to see, bro. He's still legit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you really gotta let a dog sit up 2 years, 2.5 years, man. I don't care what he's showing. I don't care what he's doing.
I ain't mean to cut you off, big dog. Give me a quick second. Salute to my brother Samurai Kennel, and thanks for the donation to the channel, big dog. Hey, I tell you what, we gotta stop. We gotta do a commercial break real quick. Y'all get ready. Y'all better be ready now. That Samurai Kennel Digital Dog Show. Samurai ain't tell me to do this. You know what I'm saying? I'm just doing it on my own. Supreme, I see you down there somewhere. I see your name. Salute to you, big dog. Y'all better be getting ready, man, for that. The more it seems like you can't get stuff done. I ain't looking good enough. I ain't tight enough right now. You should have been working today. You know what I'm saying? You should have been working today instead of waiting till the 15th and trying to get your dog ready for the end of the month, for the deadline or whatever. You should have been working last 2 weeks or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But big salute to that brother, Samurai Kennel. Appreciate the donation and I appreciate this good dog show that we're going to get in a few weeks. We're going to see who the winners is of this thing, see who the runners up. See all the brothers that participated in this great thing. And like I say, when I'm talking about this, I got to send a salute to the brother down South Bottom with the dog show on May the 18th. Got to keep saluting that brother, got the dog show coming up. Because, hey, I want to talk to my brothers in South Carolina as well while I'm talking about this, because I checked, trying to check on getting a dog show together for the South Carolina, for the folk in South Carolina and as for other states as well. But, a South Carolina show. But, we all think about Columbia, Charleston, Myrtle Beach. We all think be some of the best areas to do a dog show. My South Carolina folk or my folk who do a lot of traveling in South Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Drop that down in my comments in the future. Let me know even on Facebook or YouTube or whatever where you think some of the best areas to be to do a dog show for everybody. You know, when it comes to South Carolina, Myrtle Beach, Charleston, it can be close to them areas. Columbia, it don't got to necessarily be in the city. It can be close to them areas or whatever you think the best areas are, you know, to do a dog show. But big salute out to all my brothers, man. Big Blue say Myrtle Beach, salute to you, Blue. I ain't even salute you yet, big dog. Ethan Brown, what's going on with you? Top dog of Houston, March 22nd through the 24th. You know, y'all trying to compete in the top dog of Houston. March 22nd and March 24th. That's right around the corner. Ethan, my brother Ethan Brown said Columbia, the Metro. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Richland County. Yes, sir, man. Salute to all them brothers, man. Yes, sir. Now, let me see here. Let me see here, my brother. Give me a second. Oh, all right. Now, when it comes to that keep stuff, something else we need to know that's just as important. Knowing it's time to let your dog rest. You know what I'm saying? You might be giving them too much exercise. Sometimes you just got to know to let that dog rest. You might have to let them rest for more than one day. You know what I'm saying? You might have to let them rest for 2 days. You know what I'm saying? It just depends, but you got to know what the dog looks like when he needs rest, man, when he needs time off. You know what I'm saying? You can't even work day after day, week after week without being stressed out. You know what I'm saying? Without just going crazy sometimes. You need 3 or 4 days off sometimes. So, you know, it may need more than 1 day. You know, you may need more than 1 day. It just depends on how hard you're working them. You know? And then that goes back to what I was saying about the hand walking. When you're doing hand walking, that kind of helps you out with that rest thing because you're not as stressed out as you would normally be on a meal. Your dog don't get stressed with that. That hand walk is a stress reliever. You know, you're not putting stress on the dog. When you hand walk them, you're relieving stress. The treadmill is a stress bringer. You know what I'm saying? You can stress a dog out doing too much of that treadmill. You know, when you need rest, you can see your dog work level drop if you're really paying attention to it. You know, you can see the work level drop. You're not getting the same intensity that you was getting, you know, a while ago. And understand, my dog brothers and sisters out there, that I never tell or try to encourage you to train a dog for war, you know. But if you decide to train your dog for protection, protection is what protection is. You get a gun for protection. If you come mess with a person with a gun, then it's war. If you mess with a person that got a protection dog and he trained it for protection, then that means it's war. So it is what it is when it comes to that. You know, it's all about being responsible at the end of the day and making sure that you about that commitment before you get started on something that you might not be able to handle in the long run. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, you got to be able to look at a dog and see his work level drop. You know, pay close attention to your dog from the beginning to the end of the program. You know, too much weight loss gonna obviously make your dog weaker. You know, but too much weight loss too fast can mean too much of everything else. You know what I'm saying? It just, you got to know how to control that thing, man. That scale should be, to me, that scale is one of the most important things because I play with it. That's one of the things I play with throughout the day with my dog condition. I'm trying them in the morning. I'm going to know what this dog weigh. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be no half a pound off when I'm trying to make 50 pounds or I'm trying to make 49 or whatever I'm trying to make. It's not going to be no half a pound off. I'm going to be on that shit, you know, dead on it. When he put him on the beam, 50 pounds, you know, or 49. And the only way you can do that, you can't do that by half-assing. You can't do that by bullshitting around. You got to make sure that you know the mathematics of that dog. When you look at him, you got to be playing a guess game before you even throw him on a beam. You got to be playing with your own mind. He going to be 50. He going to be 52 today. And then you know he 52 and a quarter, or he 51 and 3/4 and a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? And the thing, y'all brothers had the advantage modern day time compared to us brothers back then We had fish scales. You know, them tall scales without a digital thing on it and all that stuff like that. Y'all got the digital shit where you can see the points and all that type of stuff. You know, them little fish scales. Let me let y'all brothers know if you don't know. They can be manipulated. They can be tampered with and made to seem one way and look a certain way, but don't be putting the actual weight on that scale. If a brother know how to go in there and rig that, certain brothers know how to do it. I'm just gonna say it like that. You know, them digital scales, you ain't playing with them all kind of ways, and they accurate. You know, to the dime, to the point. You know, with them hanging fish scales, a brother be like, oh, you know, we want to argue about something when it comes to the points 1, 2, and 3. And the stuff a brother might shave the hair off his dog about. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you had to play with that scale, play with that beam, know that dog inside out, no matter what, you know. And like I said, when you're paying attention to that, you can see when he working hard, when he seems like he needs rest. When you're paying attention to the dog itself, you can tell every single thing that the dog desires and needs. You know what I'm saying? You can tell every single thing. Now, I want to make this statement right here real quick. Some of the best dogs, because a brother asked me a little while ago, let me take me a drink of this water right here. Brother asked me a little while ago about the big kennels and the little kennels. I'm going to tell you like this. Look, you may get some of your best bulldogs from the people that you want to look down on. You know, them people that you looking down on, them the ones you going to get your best dogs from, because they going to make the crosses them big kennels ain't making, you know, and they going to get better dogs from it. They might not have the name that kennel got, but as you looking for, oh, I bought a dog from so-and-so, I bought a dog from Pelican Bay, or you buy a dog from your homeboy around the corner who got the best shit in the fucking country. You know, you ain't gonna buy it from him. I see that every day. You know, brothers will go, won't buy my shit, but go buy somebody else with some bullshit dog. You know, brothers do it every day. Don't support the home team. You know, it just is what it is, man. And everybody got a home team, not just my home team, your home team. You know, the next man home team. That brother got some good dogs, and the best dog is gonna be at the man house where y'all want to talk down on all the time, or y'all want to, not the big dog man that everybody talking shit about. No, the little man that everybody want to think he ain't got nothing. That man got the best damn dogs around. You know what I'm saying? And it's just gonna always be like that, cause at the end of the day, he gonna make them breedings that big dog, that big man ain't gonna make, and he probably gonna be making moves that big man ain't making. You know. Now, Honey No Salt, salute to my brother Honey No Salt in the building. I seen you drop in there earlier, dog. I was talking about something I couldn't even get off on it at the time. But salute to you, big dog. You know, for them brothers who got them old family reds, we about to take the value up on them. We about to take the value up on them old family Southern reds. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. I'm gonna show you how to do that there. Like cars, see, you got cars that lose value the moment you leave the car lot. And then you got cars that maintain the value 10, 15 years later. But see, with the dog thing one of the very few things that you can leave, where y'all got their old family reds, my brothers out there. He was valued at this without you doing nothing, you know. I can increase the value up on them, you know. And that's the thing about it, you know. It puts your dog in a better situation. You got me helping it, and whatever you decide to do, whatever, you know, however you doing your dog, you know. At the end of the day, every dog that come from the Bay automatically free advertising, whatever, however, you know. Anything that came from the Bay is free when it come to advertising or bringing them dogs back to, you know, talk about them or however, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. We gonna take the value all the way up, you know? And that's what we supposed to do, man. Keep that value going. We ain't losing value, we gaining value, you know? And the only way I can do that is put JD in the position for success. Put Mellow Yellow in the position for success. You know, that's the only way I can do it. Yes, sir, man. Now, when it comes to that keep food, we talking about that keep food and them keeps and all that stuff like that. Raw eggs. The raw eggs, too much ain't gonna hurt you, dog. Some brothers like to cook, some brothers like to give it to them raw. I just crack the egg and just drop the whole damn thing in there. They eat the shell and all. You know what I'm saying? Collard greens. Collard greens, best if you cook them lightly steam them or whatever. Not all the way, just lightly steam them. And you got to keep the damn water in the juice. You got to make sure you keep the water in the juice because that's where all your vitamins at. Eli Monster, salute to you, fam. Salute to you. You got to keep the water from your collards when you cook it. And don't cook them all the way. Just steam them a little tad bit. Your cottage cheese going to be good for you. Do your research. Your bran flakes, like corn flakes with no sugar. The bran flakes, though, that's going to be good for your high-protein dog food. At least 24% meat-based dog food. When we talking about salmon, deer, stuff like that. You got dog food that got them kind of foods in it. Back in the days, I used to just buy a small bag of that damn Taste of the Wild or something like that because they have all them different things in it, the salmon, the sweet peas, and all that. I just buy a small bag of that for my keep, just for that one dog. And he the only one eating out of that bag, so it lasts him throughout the whole keep pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Maybe go into a second bag at the most, but if he the only one eating out of it, ain't gonna, it'll last, and that's a high grade of food with supposedly, because half these foods don't got none of the shit they said they got in it. Supposedly got meat, vegetables, and different things in it for the first 5 ingredients, at least. So yeah, man, collard greens great for your dog. Any type of greens I heard is great for your dog. I haven't seen a brother that say greens are good for your dog. But anything given the dog the wrong way probably could be unhealthy for it, Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, them dogs like that sweet potato. Them dogs like that sweet potato. Now, another thing that comes from whenever you play with that scale a lot, you know what adds and takes away from your dog when it's time to add and take away from them. You know what I'm saying? And that all comes from playing with the scale. If you weigh him and then you go throw this right here in his bowl and he eat it, and now he weighing this, you know what it was. And then after he used the bathroom, you gotta weigh him. To seeing what he weighing now. And then seeing what he weighing after he, I just check it all back in them days. You know what I'm saying? To make sure I can go a whole day without even using the scale. And then pretty much only thing I'm using the scale for is just to make sure I'm right. Because in my head, I'm thinking he this right here, he should be this. He may be a little half a pound off or something because it ain't show day or nothing like that. So he might be a half a pound or so off. But he at the weight that I want him to be at. And the only way you can do that, man, is to get familiar with that beam. Get familiar with that beam. Now, on another note, boy, I'm gonna drop this damn link down in this chat because I know this is gonna get somebody want to talk about this. Cause I ain't gonna lie to you, I didn't think about this until the damn day. All right. Now, what I want to ask brothers is, should steroid testing be done for Pitbull competitions? My brothers. Now, all opinions are welcome. Should steroid testing be done for Pitbull competitions? And I say, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Because, dog, listen here. We all know that we didn't consider steroids cheating back in the days when we can do all that stuff with the dogs. But now let's be real about all these other competitions. Treadmill race, steroids, you fucking cheating. Confirmation, steroids, you fucking cheating. Lure chasing, steroids, you fucking cheating. A spring pole, weight pulling, steroids, you fucking cheating. It just is what it is. So you cheat in all them sports with steroids, but just that one in the box, it ain't considered cheating. I guess we give ourselves a little leeway. Just in a box, it ain't considered cheating. And I agree that brothers know it was never considered cheating. But I'm just sitting here thinking like, oh, we go to a treadmill race and this brother on steroids, man, this motherfucker cheating, man. This motherfucker done went Ben Johnson on me. You know? Shit. This motherfucker cheating. You in the weight pool, you on steroids, man, you cheating. He gonna have to be some steroid testing up in this Pitbull thing, man. You know? There's gonna have to be some steroid testing up in this Pitbull thing. Somebody gonna have to advance the levels to this thing. You know, you brothers going out here pulling 2 houses when you weight pulling, man, you on something. You on something. And then this brother over here trying to play the game fair, he can't even keep up with you. You know what I'm saying? He can't even keep up with you. Salute Dickie Foster in the building, yes sir. Brothers can't keep up with you because you juiced up on steroids. But that's the way you brothers came up, like steroids wasn't cheating. Now, coming into this new era where brothers going more in detail into the sport of this thing, steroids is cheating. Steroids is cheating. Now, how many years we go until they bring testing out? I don't know. We may go another 20, 30 years before they bring steroid testing out on Pitbull sports or any dog sports. Any steroid or any dog sport, shutsing. Imagine you got a Pitbull out there on steroids doing shutsing. And everybody else, you know, just got their dog trained. Man, that's the dog that you ain't gonna be able to call out. That's the dog you can't call out because this motherfucker done in the zone and in the red that you can't even be backed out because he on that juice. You know? So only people that enjoy steroids in a competition, no matter what the fuck the competition is, across America from football to basketball to all the dog sports, is dog fighting. The only sport that steroids is allowed in that they say it ain't cheating in. You know what I'm saying? And that because I say dog fighting, that don't mean, you know, brothers got to stop being so sensitive and soft about certain things. You know, it just is what it is. Like I told you, your dog ain't game enough to do all that shit without that steroid in it. My whole thing was he ain't what you say he is. You know, yeah, you got something in him to make him perform and do it. And like them brothers say, all the steroid do is make him do what he do at a higher level. You know what I'm saying? And I can totally agree with that. That's why I never considered that cheating in that square for any brother that came like that. But at the same time, man, cheating is cheating. You know, we look over stuff, but cheating is cheating. Rubbing, you know, you doing something. Rubbing is trying to kill the dog. That's a little more on the stream, man. We ain't gonna even talk about that right now, but we talking about them roids. Hey, full bite, say put some Red Bull in it. That used to be the remedy, full bite. Throw you some Red Bull in it. Shit. Yes, sir. Socrates say, the one who knows the best chemistry will win. Yes, sir. I agree with that, man. You know, hey, but think about it, man. Would you like it if a brother out-competed you on the treadmill or out-weight pull you and he was on steroids and you what? That should have pissed you off. Say what you want to say. You be over there trying to talk to the judge on the low. Oh, man, I heard he was on that damn Valco shit. That shit they talk about LeBron got. I heard he was on the Valco and this and that. Man, listen up. You ain't want nobody to beat you and they on some steroids and you play the game fair. Only reason you don't say nothing about it in the dog because you know both of y'all out there doing something wrong. I guarantee you, boy, when you doing something legal, you ain't having that shit. You gonna be ready to cut fool out there. Why he on what? He on what? Westall, get that, man. Man, shit, man. Shit me. You know? Yes, sir, man. Salute to all them brothers out there, man. Big salute to all the brothers and sisters, like I say, in the chat and the ones watching the video from afar. You know? Now, let's talk about a little bit about Snooty. You know what I'm saying? I do want to talk about Snooty because Snooty is really a great dog that produced better than he's given credit for. I'm going to put it like that. You know, I think looking at his offspring, I was just, kind of paying attention to it a little more than normal. You know, Snooty got some damn dogs out there. And the thing about Snooty, if you look at his, online pad stuff, look at it careful. And you see every single dog, man, that we got in our damn papers. All the motherfuckers was getting a dog off Snooty. So that tells you Snooty was something to reckon with during his time, whether he was the dog or he produced the dogs. You know what I'm saying? You see Garrett's up there. You see Garner. You see everybody. Everybody who was somebody back in them days got a dog that came down off of damn Snooty. You know, not everybody, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say it like that because some of them brothers don't got it and they'll say I was talking shit about them. But just look at the Snooty offspring list. All the brothers you see up there, man, got dogs coming off Snooty. The dog made some great dogs, you know. And I don't think he get enough recognition as he should get. You know, we need some of them Eli brothers that start stepping up and talking more about that Eli history and talking about them kind of dogs, you know what I'm saying? The same way I want to know this question right here. What kind of dog was Blind Billy? What kind of dog was Blind Billy? You know, and we talking about the same Blind Billy. I could be mistaken, but is this the same Blind Billy that Mayfield say had the false pedigree? But I just want to know what kind of dog is Blind Billy. And why, you know, why did we start using the way we use bloodlines and say different, like say we say Garner when it comes to his dogs. We say Red Boy when it comes to his dogs. But what happened to all the people before that? We don't use none of their names the same ways that we use Red Boy, Garner. I'm gonna put my name out there, PBK. Anybody who got a kennel, you know, from the old school names that's out there, we don't use the names like before Snooty, the Hansel and all them brothers. They had the Hubbard, you know, all the dogs. We don't use them as bloodlines and speak of them as bloodlines the way we speak on these brothers or the brothers from the 80s, the late 70s, the 80s, and the 90s. You know, whether we use their name or whether we use their kennel name. Oh, yeah, Vernon. Hey, Vernon Starr, thanks for reminding me, dog. He said the Carolinas love that Mims Snooty stuff. Hey, man, that's one of the names I see. Brother Mims was up there heavy on that Snooty stuff. You know what I'm saying? Up there heavy. You know, my boy P, he had a good Snooty dog back in the days. He had a good Snooty one, Red Nose. I'm not sure how he was bred, but I know he had some Snooty stuff in him. But hell, that's like saying, hell, all the Chinaman stuff got Snooty in them. So shit, I really need to know how he was bred before I speak on him. But yeah, that Mims, man, Mims love that Snooty stuff. And that all that tells me, man, is Snooty was a hellified dog in his era. You know what I'm saying? He was a hellified dog, and the word got around because all them boys had some of that stuff. All of them had some of it. Full Bite said all that shit is Debo. So you think they would have been calling it a Debo dog? Back in them days, they'd be like, oh, I got a Debo dog. You know, that's probably what they were saying. I got a Debo dog or something like that. But why wasn't they calling the Debo a bounce dog? But they maybe was doing it, you know. I never liked the Snooty stuff either, man. Eli Monster. I never liked the Snooty stuff either. But when I look at it, you know, when I look at his offspring and I look at all the stuff that's up there, you know, the proof is in the pudding. You know, a lot of brothers bought some dogs off of him, and when you look at the offspring, he got a lot of winners. A lot of winners. You know, it just come down to wrong people getting dogs sometimes. It come down to dogs getting confiscated, yards getting taken. All the stuff that makes a dog not be as strong as he was back in the days in modern day time. You know, that can affect that line. But, you know, as far as the Snooty stuff, I think Garner preserved that stuff with his line of dogs pretty well. As far as the actual blood, I think he probably preserved that pretty well. I'm not sure anybody else who's running that stuff like that. Oh, I had Niggerino up here when I was talking about Niggerino. Let me see if pull this up again because some of the brothers weren't in here when I was talking about Niggerino. Let me see. Yeah, I was talking about Niggerino and his offspring, man. Most of the dogs that he was bred to were Eli dogs. So when brothers ask me what I think about the Niggerino stuff, and I'm answering, I don't really like it. But at the end of the day, I can't really answer it fairly because I haven't really seen, you know, I only seen what they put out there. And then when I never seen a dog directly off Niggerino. So when you add the Red Boy or the Jeep or whatever you got, and with the Niggerino that's not coming directly off that stuff, there's no telling how it turn out. I'm talking about dogs bred directly to Niggerino, these famous dogs. You know, most of the ones that's famous are more Eli dogs. When you stroll all the way through from top to bottom, and you see great dogs on the offspring side, but most of the stuff is Eli. Now Niggerino looked great. If it was a dog that y'all could say off of Niggerino, that was his exact replica, do you know who that dog will be? Niggerino offspring that look exactly like Niggerino. Great looking dog. So I guess Niggerino will be a pure Eli dog with a little bit of something else on the bottom, a little bit of that Heinzel Gringo on the bottom. So that's what Niggerino will be, an Eli dog? Vernon Starr, who Red Rover off of? Niggerino? That's the Niggerino dog that you say, when I was asking the question just now, champion Red Rover? Let me go back to his offspring. Let me go back to his offspring, champion Red, see if I can find it real quick. Might not even be up here. Everybody don't put their dogs on online pairs. Or it might be under another name. Yeah, I don't see him up there. Oh, let me check the second page. Yeah, I don't see him up there, bro. But, that don't mean shit because he ain't up here on online pairs. But like I said, man, that's just another great dog, man. A lot of dogs get bad reputations because they wasn't bred the right ways. When I say right, by all the different lines out here now, we trying to compare them to. You got a brother who maybe bred this shit 20 or 30 times to a certain line of dogs, and then we trying to compare them to the world dogs. You know what I'm saying? It's just, if that Niggerino dog would have been bred to some of the best Jeep daughters, some of the best Red Boy daughters, some of the, because I'm quite sure Niggerino was around when Jeepdom was around. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure about Red Boy, but I'm quite sure he was around when Jeep was around. He could have bred some of his daughters. And I know brothers was hearing about some of these dogs that was producing great, I had something I wanted to talk about with Molly B too, but I can't seem to find my information and I don't want to give the wrong information. I want to say Molly B is bred to Snooty too as well, didn't it? Got some puppies off Molly B and Snooty. I know that's some hellified shit there. Yeah, I only seen a couple Niggerino dogs like back in the days. I ain't really, and I think that came from Wildside. I seen a few of them Wildside dogs back in the days. Ran across them or whatever, but that's about the only Niggerino stuff. Seemed like Wildside was known for that Niggerino stuff back then. I could be wrong, but it just seemed like they was the kennel that you would go to for the Niggerino stuff. But I could be wrong though. And the dude Cates. Big Frederick, what's going on? Salute to you. In the woods, salute to you. Thanks for dropping in tonight. Appreciate you, big homie. Yes, sir, man. Salute everybody with all the lines out there. You know what I'm saying? Red Boy, Jocko, Jeep, Eli, Sorrells, Bolio, whatever you got. Midnight Cowboy, whatever you got, man. Whatever you got. And most of these lines going back to Eli or going back to Mayfield's this or Tudor's Dabo. So to make everybody happy, I'm just going to call them all Dabo dogs. You know what I'm saying? And the ones that ain't coming off Dabo, we need to start looking at them. How these dogs look that don't got no Dabo in it at all compared to these pit bulls that got full of Dabo. No top and bottom that came down off of Dabo, compared to the dogs with no Dabo in them, period. Have we even took a look and see if these dogs look any different? Maybe one have better structure than the other ones. Let me see. Eli Monster say Townsend told me Cujo was much better producer than Red Rover. Now I heard of Cujo, but I didn't hear Red Rover. But I'm gonna do some looking up over the next couple of days. Molly B was a man biter? Yeah. Everything I ever heard about Molly B was nothing but good stuff. You ain't never heard nothing bad about her. I ain't never even heard that she, as far as breeding wise, I guess she took care of puppies, but I ain't never heard nothing bad about Molly B. And I ain't never heard nothing about nobody with an offspring that does what she did. Can't say brothers ain't got it. Can't say brothers ain't got it. Because I know they got it. I'm just talking about I haven't ran across a story where brothers told me one of Molly B daughters or Molly B sons outside of, that was really acting like Molly B. But like I said, she bred, I know she bred a Snooty. I forgot what the son name was or the daughter name was. So you never know, man. Oh, somebody stole her. She couldn't be a people biter. Somebody stole her. Yeah. Brother Vernon Starr said his KP had one male that was a grandson of Red Rover. Took him to almost 3 before he fired up. Once he did, he was a stifle eater. Some brothers ain't going to wait that long. Wait that long, sometimes you get you a good one though, man. When you wait, some brothers gonna wait because they know it. They just know it's gonna be what happen one day. It ain't happening today, but it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna happen. So we gonna start doing some research on this Blind Billy stuff. I'm gonna see if I can get some old schoolers that can tell me more about this Blind Billy dog. And what's up with Mayfield's statement that this dog ain't really off of what it says off of. And guess what? It don't matter now. Hell, man. Why? Let me ask y'all brothers this right here, right? Why does it matter if these modern day dogs ain't off who they say they off of? When we already know Red Boy, we don't know who the hell he off of. You know what I'm saying? We don't know who hell one or two more over here ain't off of from the old school, but we give them passes. Ever since I've been a little boy, they say they found Red Boy on the side of the damn road. Maybe the story got switched up by the time it got to my house. Maybe it wasn't Red Boy. Maybe it was his daddy. Maybe it was his cousin. But it was affiliated with the Red Boy story and finding him, not being papered down or papered dog. You know what I'm saying? We let all that slide, so we didn't used to worry about, what the hell we got if it ain't off of it. As long as you got you some papers at your house to say it's off of that, that's all the fuck it. It is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? We can bicker and say this and say that, but like the brothers say, you can throw a honey bunch, Frederick. Now, honey bunch, A lot of brothers talk, shit, that's Jeep stuff, man. Hell, everybody got Honey Bunch, you got some Jeep stuff. Honey Bunch and Molly B, what y'all think about that? I think Molly B probably would have killed Honey Bunch. Reason why I say that, you ain't never heard no bad stuff about Molly B, but you done heard I done heard some stuff about Honey Bunch in the bushes, you know what I'm saying? When shaking the bushes, I done heard a few things about Honey Bunch. I ain't never heard nothing about Molly B. Henley's big boy blood. Oh yeah, man. Carver, was pretty much top echelon of the dog game back in them days. You just look at the pairs, you could tell that. Carver had that smoke. You know what I'm saying? Say what you want. However the man was, the man had that shit. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of brothers was going to it, creating lines that we got today through Carver stuff. Each man played their own part when it comes to this game, man. From Kobe to the next man, from Lightner to Kobe to Tudor to Carver to Mayfield. Everybody played their part to create their little thing to make it to the next generation. What part you gonna play? To make this shit go to the next generation of dog men that's coming up. You know what I'm saying? Them brothers all did their little part and passed it on. Did their little part and passed it on. Hey, now I say how Honey Bunch bred, who knows? Carver knows, you right. Them brothers back then who had them dogs, they sent back the ones who still living, they laughing at our ass. The ones who dead, they ain't thinking about it. But the ones who living, they sent back laughing. Them boys be going crazy out there about them pedigrees, only if they knew. Red boy was off a Beagle Hound, Mayday, or this dog was off of a little older than Mayday. These dogs off of this and these dogs off of that. Man, only them old schoolers gonna know, man. But the thing about it, when they did that back in the days, they did it for a reason, and it wasn't the papers. If you can best believe, if them brothers did any crossing with anything, I'm talking about in the 70s, 60s, and beyond, if they crossed to anything, it ain't had nothing to do with no damn papers. You can bet your bottom dollar it had something to do with some action. Lights, cameras, action. That La Posse blood super solid. Socrates say, my homeboy had a La Posse dog, the last one I seen, not too long ago. The bitch had a naturally ripped body. I'm talking about I could take her to a show and do pretty good, probably. I don't know. Straight off the chain, she got a natural tuck. She just had that body frame, you know what I'm saying? Skinny looking dog. She ain't had no real big bones, could cost her, but kind of skinny dog. She was like a seal color. But man, she looked good as hell though. I ain't gonna lie to you. That dog looked good, and she was firecracker on the chain, running back and forth all day long on the chain. She was probably about, I'm gonna say about a good 30, maybe 35 pounds, somewhere around that area. Hell yeah. You could find Vernon said you could find a good dog that's walking around back in the days. Walking around through the streets. Hey, you ain't lying about that. You ain't lying about that. I'm gonna start doing more studying on them Eli dogs, man. Doing more studying on them Eli stuff. Cause I might want to add some of that stuff in my program one day, and I need to know what's what, which one is the bullshit, which one is the good shit, I just need to know what's what. So I'm gonna do my more studying on that line. I don't want to say the wrong things when it comes to them lines, cause them Eli boys will cut my head off. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna do my research. You know what I'm saying? I know a few things. And most, like I said before, most of my stuff that I know about the Eli stuff come from off Garner's side. Because he was on my side of town back in them days. And then most of the dogs I know, Floyd dogs weren't really, pumping around here like that. Them brothers was in other areas. Not saying no brothers didn't have any, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just talking about for the majority, with the majority brothers, like Garner had that damn shit sold up. His dogs was everywhere. Along with the other brothers who was out during that time in this area. Yes, sir, man. Let me see what else I got on the menu. Yeah, man, I think I might be about covered everything, man. We're going to take this thing to 2 hours, though. I want to send a salute to my brothers down in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, they've been rocking with me all night. We try to do that thing. Salute to all the brothers that's competing in these competitions coming up. We can't stress it enough. You know what I'm saying? Got to support y'all brothers. You know what I'm saying? Got to put y'all brothers on the limelight, in the front light, like I told y'all, and like I did last time for the brother Gas and Go when he kick ass in the damn Digital Dog Show 2 times. Shit, whoever win, the best in show, the top, whoever win that top award, you know, I don't care who it is, whoever win it, I'm gonna do my promotional part, because you know, you had to do your thing, trying to get that dog ready. It ain't no easy task. And you competing against a lot of brothers out there, you know? So, shit, it just is what it is, man. But salute to all them brothers, man. Y'all keep doing the right things with these dogs. Salute to all the dog channels out there. Y'all keep doing the right things with these dogs. Oh, I'm glad I thought about it. Boy, I want to get an interview with Yellow One. Yellow One. Boy, I gotta get an interview with you, Yellow One. I need to figure out what it feels like to be a one-time winner. Salute to Yellow One, man. Hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. I just checking out the versus battle, man. Fucking with you, man. Check out the versus joint. I ain't watch it all. I just checked out a little bit of it. Y'all boys crazy, man. Everybody crazy, I guess. I guess that's the way folk feel. But y'all, salute to my brothers with the dog channels, man. Y'all keep putting that content out. Y'all keep doing y'all thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get Brother Yellow One up here, the one-time winner. It is what it is. Hey, got a one-time loser, too. I don't mind. Hey, I do the interview. You know, I just want to interview and ask some questions. You know what I'm saying? Socrates say, Bully's son was the father of the posse's buster. I don't really know about Bully's son blood, man, other than, like, you know, them being the famous dogs and a lot of our dog pedigrees. You know, I don't really know far as. I know Sambo kicked the Bully son dog ass. Motherfucker, I don't know how tight he was bred, but he damn sure got hold to him. Had him out there fish flapping. You know what fish flapping mean? Swimming in the air, there something ain't there. Running on the air. Like he running down the street, but he doing it in the air. Call that fish flapping. That's when you know it's about over. Hey, but salute everybody, man. I hope y'all have a great night for the rest of y'all night. Hope y'all had a great night. Hold up, let me see what Blue talking about. Samurai asking Samurai, say they need a sneak peek. Oh. Samurai, them boys say they need a sneak peek of that belt. Hey, I tell you what, man, that man say the belt. Man, I forgot all about that. Man, that belt for the Digital Dog Show. Boy, fuck that. I'm coming up in that motherfucker. Fuck that shit. That damn belt for that Digital Dog Show. In the morning, I'm starting my keep. I'm gonna tell you now, I'm gonna run that 4 week on them and make that deadline. I done seen the shell. I'm already, hey, I'm telling you right now, I can't do my training right now. I can't do my training because I can't be committed to somebody else's dog, and I want to put my 100% into anything I do, no matter who I do it for. And I can't give 100% into dog training right now because of my personal situations I got going on around my way. But, you know, this Digital Dog Show, I'm glad that boy just said that. Excuse me, man, I ain't mean to call you no boy. I'm glad folk just say that down in the chat that's now about that belt. That would be a hell of a thing to put around my waist. You know, one of y'all brothers that win that put around your waist. Oh, boy. Yes, sir, man. Salute all y'all brothers, man. Y'all brothers keep doing y'all thing with them dogs, man. Keep doing them great shows on them dog shows. Keep supporting these brothers out here that's doing this stuff, this positive stuff. Yes, sir. Brother Samurai say, yeah, he designed one for his top drill instructor. Hey, that's some shit right there, boy. I ain't gonna lie to you. But hey, man, I don't know though. How you gonna get it back from a brother? Or you just let them keep it? they keep the belt and you just design another one. His belt ain't, once he lose, his belt ain't it's his old belt. It ain't what's running currently, you know. Yes, salute to you, and peace to you, trial and error, man. Appreciate you coming out rocking with me tonight, man. Samurai, appreciate you coming out rocking with us tonight. Samurai says it's gonna be yours to keep, my brothers and sisters. Get them damn dogs ready, boy. I can promise you. I'm gonna tell you right now, I already know damn Supreme Excellence on that shit because he been talking about being on it before the shit even started. So I know that Supreme probably got his dogs over there looking like Rambo and damn Hussein Bolt over that motherfucker. I know he ready because he been talking about getting ready. Man, y'all boys stay legal. Y'all stay safe out there, man. Keep doing the right things with these dogs, PBK9s, and I'm out.